In this video, I will again show you many different illegal, unusual, and interesting LEGO connections. Don't forget to like before watching, and let's begin. You are on the Sewa Parts channel. Let's start with this simple and interesting connect. All we need is 6 parts. This can be used as a spinner, or in some creations it can be used as some kind of antenna. I have different LEGO keychains. There are both regular and flashlights, and recently I tried to detach my hand from the flashlight keychain, and I realized that the connect are exactly the same size as those of a regular figure, and naturally I tried to change hands, and just look how cool the figure turned out. It was as if she had been playing sports for a very long time and had torn out the muscles in her arms. It's a shame that the usual accessories won't fit these hands, and I, in turn, attached the ordinary hands to the flashlight figure. And she looks even funnier. Like the Tyrannosaurus from various memes about the fact that it has short arms. Let's give this builder different tools. So back to the minifigure tricks. If you want to make a two-headed figure, then you will need this part, which perfectly fits the hands of the minifigures. And this will be the torso, the base for our two-headed figure. Let's add only the legs and of course 2 heads. It turns out very cool. But if you put on hats, the heads don't hold up very well. Perhaps you need to make one of them taller. I found another unusual connection using these plates. I have already made a slider using them and these bricks. But if you place these plates opposite each other, then a round plate ideally fits between them and will move. True, all this is very flimsy, but you can come up with something with it in any case. For example, add a little movement. This is definitely a very unexpected connection technique. From 10 wedge plates you can make a star. We need to add more hinge plates like this, and it turns out to be a very cool decoration for buildings. Or like this unusual stand for figures, I think this is a very underrated connection. There are a lot of unusual connections with these LEGO bricks, and today I'll show you a few of my favorites. They can be built into a cube like this. Of course, you can add tiles or plates to it. There is another interesting connection with these cubes and a small bracket. It's also very cool. You can also take the plates and attach such a brick between them. And if you build a small wall, then you can attach, for example, a tile to this pin. In general, this brick is clearly underrated in LEGO because there are so many different cool connection options with it. And for the next technique, we will need 44 of these plates with connection. I took 22 of one color and 22 of another. Let's connect them into a ring. I'll say right away that the task is not easy. Parts are constantly falling apart. So it's better not to connect gradually, but to connect 2 halves at once. And on the sides, we will cover it all with these 8 round plates. This turns out to be a wheel like this. This can be used as both a watermill wheel and a minifigure stand. It still spins like this with a pleasant clicking sound. Or you can, in principle, add chains and put them on your neck like a pendant. The main thing is that the neck can withstand it. I also have several options for using different LEGO arches, both small and large. The small ones fold into this interesting ring structure. It requires 12 arches. And in larger arches, you can insert 1 by 1 plates. Of course, they don't fit perfectly. There are small spaces between them. But even the LEGO company itself uses such a connection in its Cafe Corner modular set. True, they are not ordinary plates, but these semi-arches. And it turns out to be such an interesting design. The next technique is also quite unusual. In fact, if you connect bricks with connectors like this, you get this pattern in the middle. It can be used in any way to diversify and decorate building facades. There is also this technique to decorate buildings. The role of decoration will be played by such cheese details. We will make a pattern from them. And all this is attached using 1-as-1 brick techniques. Well, another interesting connection that will decorate the facade of your building. It's very easy to assemble. And this connection was even used in the LEGO modular police station set. You can make a cube like this for board games. Each side can be made from a tile with your favorite print or desired accepted. Or you can just use plates. But the most interesting thing is how it is attached. Here we use 4 of these bricks with connections on all sides. By the way, these bricks have this unusual connection. Let's connect 4 bricks together, and on top and bottom you can attach 2 by 2 plates like this. And therefore we can connect parts in the middle, top and bottom. Did you know that these antennas are inserted between 2 round plates 1 by 1? Using this mount, you can assemble a structure like this. To be honest, I have little idea how this can be used in building, but in fact, this plate hangs in the air and is supported only by the antennas. This is clearly a very underrated connection. I have already made a bracelet from such parts, but if you take only 3 of these and 3 of those, you can make a mount like this. With it, we can get connections at an angle of 60 degrees. I think you can write how this can be used in the comments. And finally, I'll quickly show you a few unusual cool connections that I haven't yet figured out a use for. From 3x3 plates and tiles, you can assemble a sandwich like this. Looks very cool and really unusual. The next thing is this connection with 2 round plates. Alternatively, it can be used to make a propeller. Next in line is this connection, although I didn't manage to secure it right away. You need to insert one module into another, and not like I did at first like this. The roller part for minifigures is not very popular, but nevertheless, I was able to attach it like this with a plate, and in any case it might come in handy somewhere. This concludes today's video. Which of today's connections did you like best? Write in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. Bye everyone!
Keeping that door locked, bitch, you better not. In my room, I be my cup, nutted in my sock, nutted in my sock, nutted in my sock, keeping that door locked, bitch, you better not. When I beat my cup, my room, I be my cup, nutted in my sock, keeping